Hello everybody to lesson 28 of CSS for Attractive Design course. In this lesson we will know the 2D transform in CSS and how we could manipulate these transformations in the two dimensions, okay, the X and Y. Let's go to code and see what we have. First of all, we should know that we have something called translate, okay, in the 2D transformations. We have translate, we have rotate, scale, skew X and skew Y, and this we will know it now. So let's go to the translate at the first. First of all, we should have, for example, a div, okay. So inside the div, I will write here, inside the body, I will write a div, and I will give it, for example, some value, okay. So let's see div, and there, then this is some content. Great. Save it, and let's go up for a while and go to the style, see div, which we have only one div. So then we will write here the transform that we want. I will add, for example, here I will add some border, okay, and let's see that the border is, for example, 3 pixel. Slide, then let's see red. Also we have the okay, great. Also we have the width. Let's see, the width would be, for example, 150 pixel. The height would be, for example, let's see how much. Let's see that auto. Let's see, we have something called padding. The padding could be, for example, let's say 7 pixel. Great, save it and refresh the page and see what we have here. Okay, let's refresh. Here we are. We have, this is some text. Great. Let's make the text larger. Font size, let's see, it's 30 pixel. 40, 50 pixel, no problem. Great. Greater. Great. And also the width, let's see, it would be 350. Refresh. That's great. So this is the first of all. We have an easy or a normal div. Then we have something called transform. Let's write the transform and see what we have. We have a CSS style which is called transform, and in the transform we have two elements. The first of all is translate 50 and translate, okay, and we have two values, X and Y. So we have, for example, 50 or 60 pixel, and the other side is 60 pixel, for example, or maybe 90 pixel. Okay, so save it and refresh the page and see what we have. So this is how we have translate. It means move it from one place to one place. So this is the translate, okay. So it will translate, it will move the div from top, from the normal text to that place. So we could translate means move it from one place to one place. So it was in the beginning, but now it's here. Means we could increase it. Let's see, it's 150, for example. So it would be translated from the horizontal to 150 and from the vertical to 90. It's refresh. Here we are. So it moved from the 00, which is the top left corner, to that position, which is the horizontal is 150 and the vertical is 90. Great. Great. This is about the translate, which is moving, which means the moving. Okay, let's say the rotate. Okay, before we go to the rotate, we have something so important. It's actually so important for professional design. We have some various browsers. Some browsers support some elements of CSS and the others doesn't support. What is the solution for that? We have some codes that we write them if that element does not support specific, if this browser doesn't support specific element. For example, here we will add that text to to be supported, for that code to be supported from the IA, Internet Explorer 9. So I will see MS, then transform. Great. And here we will write, for example, translate. The code would be the same. So the the different is only in the beginning. MS means this. For the, let's write comment. The comment is written like that if we haven't mentioned. It's nearly like the C++ and C programming language, also I think the PHP. So here to write, I will write this is the comment, and I will write for IE support, IE9 especially. Great. Also, we have in some browsers like the Safari, it's not supported unless you write this thing, WebKit, kit, and then transform. Then inside that we will write translate. It would be the same text as this. I'll copy and paste. Great. So now it would be supported from every browser, which is Safari, and also we could write here this is for Safari. Great. Let's write it, no problem, so that you know how the comment is written in CSS. This is for Safari. Great. So this is about the translate. The next point is about the rotate. So to adjust the rotate, you should write, for example, the rotate here. Okay. So we will write here rotate. Sorry. Then I will write rotate. Great. And the value will be edges. Okay. So for example, I will say it would be 9 pixel. Instead of 9 pixel, we could say, for example, 9 edges, because we will deal with rotate. EDG. Also, what? Zero problem or what? Rotate 90 edges. So we could see, make it smaller. Let's see, 40, but minus 40. I'm sorry, minus 40 edges. So I think there's a problem here. Rotate 20 edge, for example, 20 edge. I think there's some problem, or the cache, or what does that? Save it and let's reload it and see what we have. There's nothing. Why? I don't know. Rotate. It's not supported, or what's the problem? See, I'm not sure. I think it's not supported. It's obvious that the code is great. Yes, I forgot. Edge, it not deal with edge, it deals with degree. Okay, so we have seen 20 degree. So not EDG, it's degree. Okay, DEG means the degree. I have opposite the number. So let's refresh, and here we are. So we have rotated the element in the negative part. Let's say if we could rotate it in the other part. I will here write 4 and here 4. Save it and refresh. So it would be rotated in the other side. Great. Also, we could have another element of dev and see what we have here. Great. You could, for example, opposite the direction of the other thing. Let's name this H2 and repeat that text with H2. Great. And let's see, it would be in the other side. I mean that is positive and this is negative, and it's the opposite side. So that one, the first one, is in the opposite of the another one. Okay, so this is the rotate. How we write it? You write transform, then you write rotate, and the degree you want the element to be rotated with. We have these two elements as we have seen that those elements is for supporting the Safari and Internet Explorer, which they are they doesn't support this CSS attribute. The next is the scale, means to make it larger. Okay, I'll roll back one step. Okay, so here the scale, to make it scale, you should write only scale and the value you need. Scale and the value I need here, for example, let's say I need it to be greater with half. Okay, so let's copy and paste this with all of the others. Okay, paste. If you deleted those two elements, everything will work. But if your browser is with support with Internet Explorer 9, it will not work. Or if it is with some Safari version, it will not work. So here we are. So the scale means to make it larger. Great. So here we have button. It will get 5. Okay, if I delete this and see what is different would be, refresh, it's get smaller. Why? Because we have set in that we need it to be smaller. If I say, for example, 2 times from X and 2 times from Y, and the other element will be 2 times from X and 2 times from Y. See that? It would be so larger. You will see it's larger than the normal text that we have. So scale means make it larger. The third point, which is skew X or skew Y. What do we mean with skew X and skew Y? Let's write it. Skew X and skew Y. So in skew X and skew Y, we will write here, for example, how much skew. It's like they rotate, but with it's like they rotate. We'll see here, I will write, for example, 20 degree. Okay, 20 degree. Let's copy and paste this code. We have it here. So we copy paste. Save it. Sorry, I've forgotten the semicolon. Save it and refresh. It's here. Okay, so we could see here how it is skewed. It's like a rotation, but the text is somewhat skewed in the X way. Okay, so you could see that. If we say skew in the Y with the same, with the same value, you could change it with negative or positive. So here we are. See that? Let's refresh. It will skew on the other side, which is the right, and left as you want. Also, you could skew it, with the positive value or with negative value. Great. I think it's great and it's useful in sometimes. This is the lesson for this session. Thanks for listening and see you in the next. Bye.